Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Friday morning percolator breakfast meeting. What is today, the 21st of May, a beautiful sunny day. We've had great weather past week. It's been beautiful. I hope you all get out there to enjoy the weather because let's get the meeting started with Al ringing the bell and I'll, yay. I love that. Thank you, Al, for ringing that bell. So for those of you that are new and don't know why Al rings a bell, it's because
you don't have to fucking tell him.
When we were live and in person, he used to ring the bell at the All Seasons Diner in Eatontown, and that would mean everybody take your seats. We're getting ready to start the meeting. So I'm so happy that he's able to do that for us. He takes his bell wherever he needs to be Friday mornings and rings it for us. Thank you so much, Al. So I was saying that beautiful, beautiful day outside, and I'm excited to share with you a brand new group that the Chamber is about to launch with Gerry Viggiani and Majken Zylik as the co-chairs. And it's everybody, if you can mute yourself, because I hear a lot of noise and I want to make sure that we can hear them to talk about our brand new health and wellness group. So Gerry, Majken, take it away.
All right. Good morning, everybody. How are you?
Good morning.
Actually, I asked that question after Therese just muted everybody. Yes. So as Therese said, well, first of all, my name is Majken Zylik. I've been on the Chamber now for, I think it's a year. I started during COVID, which was super interesting. And I've been really enjoying these virtual events, and I can second that what Therese said earlier is this group is really amazing. I'm meeting a lot of nice people, great entrepreneurs. I'm learning from all of you. So I'm very excited to continue to be part of this Chamber. And when I connected with Therese to get more involved, I thought, well, you know, what's the involvement? What are the committees? And we talked about existing committees, and then we also talked about potential new committees. And so the idea, they had been swirling around the idea for a health and wellness committee. And now during the pandemic, we've all been stuck inside for so long. And you know, it's been a crazy, strange time. So before we dive into what we're embarking on, I wanted to share a little video for you guys. So let me know, Therese, if you can see my screen. Yes. And I'll press play.
Yes, we can. Just hit in the lower right hand.
Right now,
okay.
We are
okay. Make it big.
abnormal times, and it's normal to have a response where you're feeling anxious or stressed when abnormal things are going on. There are a number of things you can do to maintain your wellness in a difficult and stressful time. The first thing I like to talk with people about is the idea of making sure you do a good job of maintaining a boundary between work and home. It's really easy to forget the boundaries between the two so that your work and home life balance bleed into each other, and that can lead to a lot of stress. In order to stop that from being a major problem, we're recommending that people are a little bit more vigilant in their scheduling to make sure that there are clear demarcated boundaries between what's work and what's home. So making sure that you have built-in time to your day to take a break from work, to get outside, and to really not be focusing on work is an important first step. The second thing people are struggling with is time management. One of the biggest problems we're finding is that we all have a lot more stuff on our plate, and it's really hard not to feel like we have to attend to everything. So it's really important to also maintain a tighter schedule and be more consistent with people who you're working at a distance now with at what you can and can't get done. The third thing that's really important in order to maintain your wellness is to make sure you're getting a proper amount of activity and you're actually getting outside of your house as much as possible. We're recommending that people maybe increase the amount of things they're doing for physical activity, creating that routine of activity, whether it's intense exercise or just getting out and going for a walk around the block with a loved one, is something that you're making sure happens on a regular basis. A fourth thing that's really important is to make sure to work time in directly devoted, in particular, to activities that help you cultivate other interests. For some people, that means starting to cook home-cooked meals more often or more regularly. For others, that means playing board games, and still others are starting new hobbies. All of those things can be great for helping you maintain a sense that there are other things in your life going on and filling your time. If you're struggling with excessive anxiety, worry, difficulty sleeping, difficulty with depression, those are things that behavioral health providers are absolutely standing by and ready and waiting to help you. Please know that at university hospitals, we've paid special attention to making sure that.
Okay, so you guys get the idea, right?
Yeah, that was good.
You know, it's funny. I did it took me so long to find a video that was succinct and had some good, helpful tips. I don't need to share my screen anymore, so I'm going to stop sharing. All right, so everyone heard some of the tips. So who has been using one of the tips that they described? They talked about new hobbies. They talked about setting boundaries, creating your calendar, getting extra activity.
So you jump right on, unmute yourself.
So I've been doing a few things. So what the disruption and everything has done is kind of create the motivation for me to explore new career avenues, because I have a little bit extra time in my day. Without having the structure of a normal workday, I've struggled to maintain, to remember to do things and to maintain some sort of consistency with my, to-do list and follow-up. So I've had to actually, keep up with an agenda and keep up with a to-do list, and that's been extremely helpful. And
Awesome.
speaking to, I've also been speaking to a therapist to help me with ways of developing those skills as well.
Nice.
Right. Yeah, that's terrific. Thank you for sharing. Wait, why don't your name isn't showing up on my screen? Is that Andrew?
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy. That's terrific. I feel, and I want to hear from all of you, everyone else too that wants to share, but I mean, for me, I think the hardest thing, the toughest part for me was trying to set boundaries between what I'm working on, what I'm doing with the kids, and like time blocking. And so I thought I was a giant time waster for so long, but I'm blaming it on COVID. So I had to do some of those same things, and it's challenging. So who else?
Hi, this is Erika. I would say the time blocking has definitely really helped in terms of making sure you're getting certain things done. But on a personal level, I've also been spending more time trying to read more, right? And having that feel like I've got something accomplished. So my goal is at least one book a month.
Wow.
I just finished my first book last week, so I'm starting my second one. So if I can get 2 this month, I'll be thrilled.
That's awesome.
But it's finding the time to do it, just because I've got, kids and work and other activities that are just tackle my mind, but just trying to get something that's personal to me. My next thing is I want to get a piano because I want to learn how to play piano.
Nice. Good.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, I picked up piano during this time too.
Look at Al's applauding.
I picked up piano too, but it was because I was helping a friend move.
That's good.
That's
That's
funny.
awesome, Jeremy.
Good morning, all.
Awesome.
My
Mhm.
husband got me a piano when Sarah was 3 years old, and 2 actually, and I had to wait for her to go to preschool to play. So I tinker, but I'm not as good as I was. Once you stop playing, you lose it.
It's true. It's a skill.
It's
Yeah.
a skill.
I know for us, with the phone, it's going constantly all day long, which is a good thing. And what I've started to do is when we sit down to dinner is I turn the phone off. When I'm finished with dinner and put the dishes and all that, then I put the phone back on. And I find it's helped my digestion. And by taking the break, when I go to sleep at night, I stay asleep, and that's important.
Yeah.
That's a
That
good
is-
idea.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, because I had younger kids, I kept my phone on, in case there was emergency through the night. But I hear it binging at like weird hours of the morning, like 6, 5. Good
Right.
idea to turn it
Right.
off.
Well, you know, it is a good, I think it is a good practice, and it's hard for all of us just to keep your, you know, to spend at least a half an hour without a computer or a blue screen in front of you, you know, before, it's probably even an hour before you go to bed, but to have those devices next to you, it really interrupts your sleep. And sleep is, I mean, I don't have figures in front of me, but you know, everyone that's in the, that is in the wellness field knows that sleep is, reduces stress and anxiety and increases your health. So your mental well-being.
On my phone, I actually use the do not disturb setting. So I actually have scheduled hours. It actually drives everyone I know nuts.
Yeah.
My phone like never rings unless it's right in front of me and I'm looking at it. So because everything that I do, that thing should be an emergency. Whereas before it was really stressing me out and making me ill, that I was getting dinged all day from 10 different directions. So that's really
I also have the do not disturb on my phone, and I have it set so it turns on every day at a certain time, and then it at night, like before bed, and it turns off in the morning so that it like doesn't ding throughout the night. But then there's also a feature where you can like let certain calls through in case there's an emergency, which I really like. And it's really
that's
helpful.
great.
That's really important to know because I didn't know about that setting until there was an emergency. So then I went ahead and adjusted it after.
And like I have mine set so if the same number calls twice within 5 minutes, then it'll ring out loud.
Yeah, yeah, I have the same setting.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's on the iPhones or all phones? I'm gonna check.
Yeah,
So what's the
I have
setting
an
called, may
iPhone.
I ask?
It's on most phones.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll look for it. Thank you.
So should we move on, Majken?
Yeah, unless somebody is burning to share something else, totally. Okay, so I mean, the video and on this discussion is really just trying to share and show you guys that this group, this committee is so needed.
Can I just jump in and talk
Yeah.
a little bit about why we think it's needed?
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent. So I'm Gerry Viggiani with Lotus Blossom Psychotherapy. And this was sort of like an idea we had pre-COVID. And then COVID hit and, you know, we all went into survival mode. So, you know, Majken kind of brought it back up again. And so we decided to team together to get it going. You know, just a little background as to why mental health and wellness is really important to all. It is the foundation of how we do everything. So during this time of COVID, anxiety and depression, according to the CDC, has gone up from 36.4% to 41.5% as far as symptomology goes. And most people that report unmet mental health care said that they went up from 9% to 11%. In other words, we're experiencing a lot more stress right now. But in general, like health and wellness can impact your business, because if you're not feeling well or you're not mentally okay, you're not your best self. So we think that it's going to be important to take this to the next level as an important perk to being part of the chamber. So as well as having, and I'll let Majken talk more about this, but as well as having an outlet for health and wellness providers, because we have very different needs, to discuss what our needs are, but as well as offering different types of services that we will be doing throughout the year. Majken, do you want me to talk about those, or do you want to talk about those?
Yeah, I mean, we'll just piggyback. So health and wellness is such a broad category that, you know, we can look into things anywhere from fitness tips to meditation events. You all have started the net walking group that I think that Gerry had developed, and that could be an example of something that falls within this health and wellness committee. You know, we we want to give you this benefit because we want to be able to, we can do most of the, let us do most of the legwork to help understand how to reduce stress and how to put information in front of you and give you resources of health providers, so because this is the beginning of this group, what it looks like today isn't necessarily going to be the same thing next year. And that said, as part of this committee, we need to ask for some committee members. So as Gerry said, it's the two of us co-chairing. And we are thinking we'd probably need maybe four in total. So, I'm sorry, no, 4 in addition to us. So, you can think about if this is something that you'd be interested in supporting from a committee perspective. And we are open to bringing people on the committee that are in the health and wellness field. So if you are an instructor, or if you are in the healing field, if you maybe you teach yoga, or even like estheticians, facials, aromatherapy, coaches. I feel like there is a whole spectrum of support and people in this field that we don't even know. Maybe this is your side job. This is your, your side gig and not your main business. And it's also open for discussion. If you have a intense passion to be in health and wellness, like I do, I have a real estate background and a corporate background, but my side jobs are in health and wellness, and it's just been my passion for a very long time. So that's why I'm happy to co-chair this. So once we put that group together, that's when we'll start to develop the vision and the mission and goals for the committee. Obviously, we don't have the plan yet for how long, how often we're going to meet. Initially, it's probably a few times a month just to get started. And then likely one time per month, similar to the other committees. And then we talked about then having ideas for, are we going to put on events? What do those events look like? Is it educational versus are we connecting you to a massage therapist? And what does the chamber need? And these are all the things that we're going to find out as we talk about this and we ask you guys. And part of this call today is we want feedback on some ideas that you may have. Gerry, what am I missing? I feel like I'm just spewing information.
Exactly. So we're in this beginning stages of a development. And as I said, trying to balance the business aspect of it and offering education and services of, a variety of choices, which Majken already talked about. And, we can't do it by ourselves. And so, of any interest, there'll always be, the core committee, but we'll always be looking for volunteers for events that we're running. And again, if you want to get in on the ground floor, we would love to hear from you. If you know someone, even if that person isn't part of the chamber, definitely tell them about it. Because A, this is a great chamber to belong to, but B, we're, always looking to increase the variety of businesses that are involved in the chamber. And this could make that a much richer experience for all the levels of people that would like to be involved or to attend events. So, we're open to questions right now and any concerns you might have. You can unmute yourself.
Hi, Gerry and Majken. I think this is a great idea. I think it's wonderful. I'm curious to know why you'd want to limit it to just 4 people on this committee and not develop it into something like the Women in Business program, where you do have a regular meeting with all of the members of the chamber who are involved in health and wellness, or others who may want to participate.
That is our goal.
Okay.
I think we just need an initial committee to get this off the ground, because we're still developing the mission the goals, how many events we'd like to do. And then we would like it to be, you know,
Yes.
a broader meeting for lots of people. So right now we're just looking for a core group of people to help us get it off the ground.
Yeah, and I might have not phrased it properly. The initial committee is just to get it off the ground, like Gerry said, and then it will be a group of people that are interested, you know, of people, because we want to support the chamber. We want to give you guys all of this, you know, wealth of information as we have it, and access to providers as we find them.
I think as you phrased it before, this is a benefit to members of the chamber who work in those fields, but it also is a great benefit to the chamber to be able to then feature these programs. So
yes,
I think that's the idea, right?
Yes,
That's
that's
exactly,
yep, exactly.
That's exactly right. And just so you know, Paula, that's how the other committees also run. The Women in Business group is run by the Women in Business Committee. That's how they put the plans together. They decide on, okay, we'll do a business after hours and go net walking, which is going to be monthly, by the way, and we'll talk about that. I want to hear feedback from the people that actually went the other day. I was very happy to see the pictures and get some feedback then. And also, I also see a lunch and learn with experts talking about health and wellness. So I see that happening.
Right. Yep.
I see maybe a morning activity to get everyone up and going on a certain day of the week and meeting somewhere and doing something healthy. So I see this really, and I don't see this taking too long to get it up and running, to tell you the truth. This is
I'm noticing in the chat that there's definitely people who are interested. So I'll save the chat and reach back out to those who had interest in being part of the group.
Excellent. Yay, I'm so excited. Gerry, it's been over pre-COVID.
Yes.
And we're here finally, yay. And thank you, Majken, for pushing it along and volunteering, and really appreciate it. That's how we get things done, you know?
Right, I'm very excited. I mean, when was the last time we put together a new committee?
Yeah, it was probably a year before COVID with the real estate committee. Which I'm looking to get back on the track again. So that was, that was it. They were coming into the new year before COVID, ready to run events and to do all kinds of great things. And then it all got shut down. So I'm very happy, very happy. And if anybody has any ideas for any other groups, please reach out and let's have a conversation, and we'll see how we can launch other groups as well.
I just also want to say, like, joining a group or a committee is an awesome way to develop relationships in the chamber. Pretty much the business that I know for my husband, Mark, that we've received through the chamber is because we were involved, because we, jumped on committees or volunteered to help. So it's a great way to get a bigger bang from your buck as far as being involved with the chamber. So we're really interested in developing this in ways that will help your business, but also help you personally.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
May I intervene for 1 minute? I just want to say, God bless you, ladies. This has been in something in prayer for a long time. Therese and I have gone to Light to Earth Sanctuary, helping women and children, right, before they shut down. But it isn't quite a distance for me, and I will still continue to help them, when they have their Thanksgiving, meals. And my husband and I were cooking cornbread and pumpkin bread. So I am truly interested. I also am an esthetician. My former passion was cosmetologist. I will be more than happy to offer my services. I've already done prayer and meditation. I'll donate oils, frankincense. I do that at sunset on the beach right here. So we could talk, because to me, good morning is God saying good morning at sunrise, and sunset is God saying good night. And the vibration, our fingers were vibrating. So I will be of any service. I was looking for something like this. And my heart is singing. If you can feel the love just generating from my heart, I am so excited about this, and really God bless you all. This is going to be fabulous, and it's going to help so many people.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thanks,
I'm
Lauren.
also excited. I almost could cry happy tears. So that's all I'm going to say.
You're gonna make me cry. I'm getting chills.
I swear, I am getting chills.
Yeah.
That's how it's like. It's just you're speaking through my soul and my heart. So thank you.
Lori,
I'm
you're
in.
down the street from me. We should connect.
Yes.
I'm on
Yes.
right. You're in Highlands?
Yes, I'm in Atlantic Highlands. Yeah, I definitely. I have to work around. I'm on a fundraiser right now, Mackenzie Blair Foundation for parents that lost their kids to SIDS. So that's just wrapping up right now. So we'll get together. We'll plan something, and I'm almost done with PT, so time will open up with that too. God is good. My back is doing much better. So yes, I'll put my information in the chat.
Thank you.
And I just heard a good business after hours come out of Laura's mouth just now. A business after hours on the beach. Sounds good.
Yes.
Yes, and I will donate the frankincense. It's a high vibration oil. I've done that for a lot of our prayer and meditation groups, so it's
We
really
could do-
amazing.
We could potentially do a net walking if there's like a good path around there, and then end at sunset with a
Prayer
right.
and meditation. Right.
Awesome.
It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. My friends told me their fingers were vibrating. Well, also frankincense raises your vibration when you're meditating.
Wow.
So in
Along
the
with
interest,
scripture.
so in the interest of time, right? Because we need to get on to our 30 seconds. Just in, any interest, put it in the chat, and we are ready to go. And so excited.
Yeah.
Mike, and you have anything else to add?
No, that's it. I'm just, we'll reach out to everybody that's offered some ideas, and we're really excited to do this.
Awesome. Oh, thank you so much, ladies. My heart is singing too, because I think this is a much needed group, and I'm so happy to be launching it now. And thank you to everybody. I'm telling you, this Friday morning perk is where these ideas are coming out of. That's how the net walking started. Joanne coined the phrase. It was because Donna and Gerry were going to take a walk, and I said, wait a second, why don't we all take a walk? And it came to fruition yesterday. I mean, on Wednesdays. Anybody who was there on Wednesday want to jump in and just talk about the net walking real quick? And then we'll go to introductions. Anybody that was there? Go ahead, Joanne.
It was fabulous being able to see people in person. It was, there were, I don't know how many there were, maybe about a dozen of us,
Yeah.
10 of us. And I think, and we met in the shelter in Dorbrook Park. And it was funny, I think we vacillated back and forth between, okay, do you want to start walking now, or you want to keep talking? Do you want to start walking now? Because we were all just so starved for the opportunity to lay eyes on each other in person. Some of us got to see each other in person again for the first time in over a year. Some of us got to see each other in person for the first time outside of a box. I said at one point, we all should have shown up with empty picture frames, so we could have sat there, with our faces in boxes, and then we would have recognized each other. I think a couple of us were like, wow, I didn't know you were that tall. But it was great. We got to, it was half networking and half just really personally connecting or reconnecting again. We had a gorgeous night. It was a perfect venue for walking, because it was easy and flat and wide, and gave us a long, I think it was a little less than a mile and a half walk, and we took it at a very leisurely pace. And thank you to the people who brought the water and the Rice Krispie treats.
That was Catherine Dwyer from Colts Neck Insurance. So I thank you to her. I know she's not on the call today, unless she's on the phone somewhere.
And we got to meet Popeye.
Something.
I was just going to say that Popeye made an appearance. Go ahead, Lauren.
Popeye made an
It
appearance.
was so nice. So I'm new to the group, and I think for me it was great to have a little side conversation with individuals, not as part of a 30 person group, where you could really connect with people and understand where they were coming from. And I think those personal connections are so important.
Yes. So welcome. Lauren's one of our newest members. So what way to jump in and get involved, Lauren. Let's all just welcome her. Thank you so much for joining the chamber. You see how great a chamber this is. We're very, very active, and we definitely are run by the members. Also, we have a very engaged board of directors. If you're part of the board of directors, please raise your hand. I know we got 2 screens to look at here, but the board of directors they're the well-oiled machine behind all of this to to do all the committees and get things started and to help us just flourish. So volunteers also help us do that. So we want to thank everybody who's involved. We have members that are volunteers. Can you raise your hand as well? Because we can't do this without the volunteers helping as well. Next thing I would like to do is welcome a brand new board member, Joanne Colella. She just joined the board this month. I'm so happy to have her here. Joanne has been an amazing volunteer for the past year, and she certainly deserves a position on the board to help us continue growing. So thank you, Joanne. Welcome.
Thank you, everybody. I'll keep doing as much more as I possibly can.
Fantastic. And she's an exquisite writer. If anybody hasn't seen her writings, she's amazing. She used to be the editor-in-chief of the Journal, and we are lucky to have her as part of our chamber. So so glad she's here.
Thank you. I always say it's easy to write about good things.
That's right. So, all right. So can we go to Mark and Bonnie? Let's quickly talk about the golf outing, which is coming up in just a few weeks.
All right, want me to jump in, Bon?
Go ahead.
All right, so we are uber excited. We're less than a month away from the golf outing. And I don't think I'm incorrect in saying we're in a position, the good news is we're in a position probably right now than the last two golf outings were at the end of the events. That's how successful this is looking. Not to make it all rosy, we're not all the way there yet. We're in really good shape. I mean, Bonnie's an executive board member. The co-chair, Erika, is a board member. She's uber helping. Matali's on here crunching the numbers. Patrick and Craig, brand new chamber members, jumped right into the committees. And there's a lot of people working hard. And we've got a lot of sponsorships. We got a lot of people participating so far, but we're not all the way there yet. We have a nice journal book that we're going to put together, and it really is going to be a momentum and memorial to Colonel Sam. For that's who we're raising. Part of the money for is going to go to the AUSA ROTC Junior ROTC Fund. So listen, if you've gotten anything out of this chamber, if you got referrals over the years, if you knew Colonel Sam or somehow he touched you, take out a $55 quarter page ad, either promote yourself or give kudos to Colonel Sam. His son's going to be participating. I'm sure his wife is going to see this. We're going to showcase him in the AUSA in the Journal, and it'd be nice to see that thing packed with, kind words and let the family know how much, we supported Sam and appreciated how much the AUSA has been a big supporter of our chamber too. So, please do. The other thing is, I don't think I'm incorrect in saying, as far as the golfers go, this is a huge opportunity. I can comfortably say probably 75% of the golfers signed up are not part of the chamber. Probably 90%, which is a great opportunity for the chamber to get exposure to people outside the chamber. And it's a great opportunity for the chamber to get people exposed to the chamber. So, I mean, for $200, you can get $205 a quarter page ad and a sign at the tee box, and people who have never seen you before are going to see you. So, jump in. It's a great opportunity. And again, it's going to support the chamber. It's going to support the AUSA. The way to get the most out of the chamber is to give into the chamber. It's a two-way street, just like Gerry was saying. And come to the after.
Go ahead.
Bonnie.
I was going to say, make sure, you mentioned the cocktail reception. You don't have to be a golfer. You can just sign up for the cocktail reception. It's going to be a great opportunity to meet these people that aren't members of the chamber.
Spectacular food. It's a great, Bella Vista redid that whole outdoor area. It's going to be a pretty casual high-end event, and it's going to be fun. A lot of prizes to give out. And this usually something like that is the last minute people sign up for. Do us a favor, help us out just so we get a little breathing room. If you plan on attending, sign up within the next couple days. I know Erika has worked on the schedule for the volunteers. We have a list of volunteers. An email is going to go out to all the volunteers on what the parameters are for volunteering. If you are volunteering and you're going to be there up into the after hour event, don't wait for the email to register. We need you to register for the after event and have that paid and everything. I mean, and that's pretty much it. You know, help us help you. Let's show the love that the AUSA and Colonel Sam deserve. It'll be nice for Ed, the new leader, to see the support that we're going to give them. And, you know, it's a great opportunity to elevate the chamber financially, prestigiously, and again, really just, you know, look great and help the AUSA. And again, it's mutually selfish. We're helping each other by helping ourselves by helping each other. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. So, you know, we're this close, but we're not there yet.
You forgot Ann Dubon
Ann,
is also on the
Oh my
committee,
God.
okay? Who's coordinating all the baskets with the AUSA and also any chamber members that have donated baskets towards this.
And Ann also is the huge social media poster, and has gotten it out there freaking everywhere. Thank you, Ann.
Very quickly, also, I'm looking for swag bags. Anything that you have in your office, you know, any giveaways or things. I know Jerry's giving me some stress balls. I have pens that have come in from Atali. So anything that you have to promote your business, whether it be Post-its with your name on it, feel free, call me. I'll come pick them up or I'll send Mark. And and again, thanks to our committee, we have now nicknamed them the Dream Team because we couldn't have done it with all of our committee. Thank you.
Beautiful. And
may I ask, oh, sorry, may I ask when are they due by? If to donate?
What's that?
And how
The
many do you
swag?
need? Yeah, how many do you need and when does it?
I would really like it a few days before the outing, which is June 16th, but if it's, you know.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Our goal is 72 golfers.
Oh, 72.
There's a chance we might push that 72 up higher, but we're definitely going to hit the 72. So if you want to give a little more, if you have extra, whatever we don't put in the bags, we'll give back to you.
So 100's a good round number. Thank you.
Probably.
Yep. Yeah, there's only 17 golfer spots left as of our last count, unless people registered in between. So I threw the registration link in the chat if anybody wants to jump on it today. Thanks, guys.
Only 16 as of 5 minutes ago.
All right, so we're down to 16. Jeremy. Thank you, Jeremy.
Jeremy, you're in?
Yay!
Joanne Adele, one of the attorneys in our group, found this in my mailbox. Oh, you can't see it. It's a whole bag of pens.
Fantastic. And the Dream Team, really, Mark and Bonnie, you're heading the Dream Team. So thank you for all the time and energy and effort you're putting into this and leading it by example, what your commitment and your level of work ethic is. So thank you both for this. Really
Well, the wellness committee is probably going to have to put us back together afterwards, okay?
Oh, we can handle it.
Thank you.
I love it. All right. Next
My son and I are also joining, and another friend of his. So I plan to add 2 more golfers to your list, but that'll just be next week.
Nice. Excellent. Thank you, Al. All right, so the next big event after the golf outing is our Beacon of Heroes Awards. And I know Gerry's involved with so much. If you can talk about that, Gerry, that would be great.
Sure. Right on the tails of the golf outing. So golf's not your thing and you can't make it to the after party. We are celebrating the heroes of COVID. So all 5 hospital systems, the VNA of Central Jersey, the Mental Health Association of Monmouth County, the Monmouth County Board of Commissioners. Is that it?
Hold on, let me mute Al. So yes, the President's Award is going to the Monmouth County Commissioner's Office for all the support they've given local businesses. And then Kevin McNamara is
right. He's representing all those affected by COVID because he had a very serious case, was hospitalized and survived. So it's going to be a big gala event. It's also at Bella Vista on July 22nd. Of course, we are also looking for sponsorships. We have some shout outs available for purchase in in our, what's that thing called, pamphlet?
Oh, the ad journal.
The ad journal, thank you. I couldn't think of it. So we'll talk more about it coming up in the future, but you can register now. Please bring guests, and we really want the people that we're celebrating to feel the love. They've been there for all of us, and we want to celebrate that. So again, July 22nd at Bella Vista.
Beautiful.
Any questions, let me know. My information's in the chat.
Excellent, excellent. So just want to mention the next event we have coming up is this afternoon. We're doing a Real Raw Open. It's our second one. We do have 1 or 2 slots available. If you're interested in learning more, put your phone number in the chat. If you know what it's about and want to hop on this afternoon's open, let me know that as well, and I'll get you registered for today. It's at 3 o'clock. It's 3 to 4:30 on Zoom. So it was a great event. We did one last week, and we're looking forward to continue to do these on a monthly basis. Next up after that is our very own Tom Colella from Car Concierge, and he's going to be talking about, what's your title there? Car Buying Secrets Revealed. I love this. And he's doing a lunch and learn on Tuesday, the 25th. So if you want to be a part of that, just make sure you register for that as well. And then I think we are next week's Perk. Next week's Perk is going to be a deep dive workshop. It is the holiday weekend, so I wasn't sure how many people were available. So rather than having a speaker talk to a smaller audience, we're going to do a deep dive workshop with whoever shows up and have a little fun next week. Okay, and then the first Friday, we're going to have a great presentation. The first Friday, the leadership team has something great planned for you. Another new initiative that we're rolling out will be announced on the first Friday meeting of next month. So
Grace, can I also just interject? We don't have a date, or I think we have a date for the Women in Business Luncheon. It's going to be in person at yesterday's in Hazlitt. And we're working on finding a fabulous speaker.
Yay, and it's going to be the end of June, that last week in June. So yes, thank you. And Tara, you're in charge of that committee. I love it.
Well, myself, Anne, and Sherilyn, we're still in the mix. So it's all fun. And you know what? That's an awesome committee. And we've been rocking it for years because of that committee. And we have a really fun time. So Anne and I were honored that Sherilyn asked us to help her out. And we're going to try to do a good job. So it's either going to be the 29th or the 30th, which I'm trying to hold those 2 dates open so that hopefully a speaker has 1 or 2 dates to choose. So if anybody has any ideas of a great speaker, just forward them to Anne, myself, or Sherilyn on email. That'd be awesome.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Another great committee.
Ah, incredible, incredible.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. This is Kerri. I'm sorry. Can I ask if you want to mention the symposium, Therese?
Yeah, you can talk about the symposium. You want to, why don't we kick off the 30-second commercials and you can start with that, Kerri, okay?
I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm in my car. I'm running into a meeting. Excuse me, Kerri from The Connection. We're marketing managed IT service provider. Just want to mention real quick, I can't put it in the chat, but we are having a small business symposium on June 24th at Bell Works from 5 to 9 p.m. I will be sending the information. I sent that information to Therese. She'll send it out. 13 vendors, appetizers, drinks, non-alcoholic, but you can purchase alcoholic drinks. We do have speakers from the county, townships, chambers, including the Monmouth Regional. I'm not sure who's speaking from the MRCC yet, but please come support small business. And I think it'll be a really nice night.
Thank you, Kerri.
And I'm sorry to butt in here, but I did want, if you're leaving, Kerri, I did want to thank you so much. Kerri and Tara donated a beautiful basket for my fundraiser, for the LLS fundraiser event that we have on June 2nd. So thank you so much. I really appreciate the support.
My pleasure.
Awesome. I love chamber members collaborating and helping each other. That's amazing. We're such an awesome group. I love you guys. Jeremy, since you jumped in there, why don't you do your 30 seconds?
Sure thing. Thank you. So Jeremy Faberlle, for now with Merrill Lynch Wealth Management, working on a bit of a career change and trying to break into commercial real estate on the acquisition side of things. But over the next couple of weeks and this last push, I am one of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Man of the Year candidates. We have our grand finale event on June 2nd. So this is really the last final push to raise as many dollars as possible. And it's not about me winning some title. It's about raising money for better treatments for, especially what's near and dear to my heart is better treatments for children. It affects more than just children, but the treatments are so toxic and have such long-term side effects. And out of all of the treatments that are out there, really only 4 were ever developed specifically for children in mind. So LLS has a children's initiative to raise $25 million over the next 5 years. And so this is for them. I invite you all to please come to our grand finale event, hear just a little bit more about what everyone has been doing over these last number of months, the impact that it really does have. And every dollar does go such a long way. You don't have to donate $100, $500, $1,000. You know, when Danielle Begzinski ran in 2018, her average donation was $24 and change. So every little bit helps. I'm going to share my donation link, the registration link for the grand finale in the chat. I'd really appreciate everyone's support if you can come and on June 2nd. I believe it's 7:30, 7 o'clock, something like that, but I'll confirm.
Very good. Thank you so much, Jeremy, for the work you're doing. Next up, I'm going to jump to Paula Aldorelli because I know she's got a great, exciting event coming up too.
There we go. Thank you very much, Therese.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paula Aldorelli. I'm the executive director with EarthShare New Jersey, and we've been a member of the chamber for over a year now, about a year and a half. EarthShare New Jersey is an environmental nonprofit. And what we do is we help bring the environment into the workplace. We help connect people with the environment. We work with 19 New Jersey-based environmental nonprofits, as well as over 40 national nonprofits. And we have our big gala coming up on June 18th. And yes, I'm volunteering on the 16th for the chamber and going to the after party and getting myself primed for my event on the 18th. So would love to see some of you there. We are still accepting sponsorships. This particular event is what keeps our organization going. This is the only event that we do to raise money for us. Everything else we do is for the nonprofit members we work with. So we do have gift auctions. We have a silent auction. We have a treasure chest this year that people can win. It's a great evening and we honor people. This evening is all about honoring 3 entities that really have had a great impact on the environment. This year we're recognizing Dave Moore, who is the founder of the New Jersey Conservation Foundation. He's also involved with the Pinelands Preservation Alliance and has done a lot of other great work across the state. We're recognizing New Jersey American Water with our Environmental Leadership Award, and I believe they're a member of the chamber. And we're also recognizing Tom Hayes for all of the commitment he has given to our organization and helping to make sure we were able to keep moving down the path that we were on to get to where we are today. So I will put a link in here in the chat for everyone if you're interested in tickets. I think they're still only $85, but they're bumping up to $100 because we're getting the room filled. 50/50s, auction items. If you're interested in making a donation to the auction, we are still looking for some items, but thank you all for your support in the past. And I hope maybe we'll see some of you there.
Yay. Thank you so much, Paula. Thank you. All right. So next up, we will go to Lauren, Erika, and Patrick.
Thanks, Therese. So first of all, Gerry and Majken, thanks so much for a great presentation. That was really, I think, much needed for many of us, and it was great to get some tips. I jotted some things down. It really resonates with me because we speak about health and wellness, not just physically, but emotionally and financially. So my business is 401k advisory for small businesses. So we work with business leaders to make sure that their 401k plans are streamlined, efficient, free of any hidden fees, and most importantly, we educate employees on how to use that plan effectively. So if you have any businesses that have 401ks that would like a fresh set of eyes, be happy to help.
Thank you, Lauren.
Morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It's beautiful out there. Hope you get outside. And yeah, and thank you both ladies to the great presentation. A strong believer on the mental health and stability that can bring to our lives. Erika Boyer, Edward Jones. I'm here in Marlboro, New Jersey, help individuals and small business owners in terms of helping to develop plans and strategies to meet those financial goals, right? How they want to spend their lives after they stop working and making sure that they have enough money to do that, working through the strategies and plans that are specific to them and their situation. So if anybody has any questions, second set of eyes, please feel free to give me a call. Erika Boyer, Edward Jones. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Thank you, Erika.
Hey everybody, it's Patrick Devine with Investors Bank, business relationship manager. I work with small businesses to help fund their operating cycles through lines of credit, help them buy equipment and commercial mortgages. But more importantly, I give them guidance and personal attention. So if you're a small business owner being ignored by your bank, give me a call. I'd love to meet you. Thanks.
Thank you, Patrick. Next up, Dawn Malinowski, Tom Principe, and Bonnie Preston.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, awesome presentation. I'm super excited about what you guys are going to do. And I want to do the networking. I have to put it on the schedule for next week or next month. But I am Joanne Malinowski. I own Social Trend Marketing Solutions. We do social media marketing, website design, graphic design, and Google Ads management. If you have any questions about your marketing, we do give free assessments to see what you might need. Joanne Malinowski, Social Trend.
Thank you, Don.
Good morning. My name is Tom Principe. My company is Sales Success. Great presentation on the health and wellness, a great initiative and certainly needed during these tough times. Tom Principe, Sales Success. This is a coin. On the one side of the coin is a small business owner struggling to grow sales. On the other side of the coin is a small business owner at an inflection point looking to grow and accelerate sales. Ironically, the solution is the same for both sides. You need a sales strategy, you need a process and structure, and you need somebody to lead the execution. I'm that guy. Please call me if you have those kind of situations. Tom Principe, Sales Success.
Thank you, Tom.
Morning, Bonnie Preston, Conover Buyer Associates. I'm a commercial and personal lines property and casualty agency. I work with any size business to help you protect your business and your personal assets through insurance products. My job is to find your exposures, get them covered, work within your budgets, and I work with you through all of your audits, your claims, and your service issues. Please feel free to reach out to me with any questions. Bonnie Preston, Conover Buyer.
Thank you, Bonnie. All right, next up, Stephen Metz, Russ McGeever, and let's go to Andrew, our newest person in the room.
Hi, I'm Stephen Metz from Central Jersey Pools. We sell swimming pools, outdoor kitchens, and hot tubs. If you're going to spend a lot of time in your home, you might as well enjoy the outdoors as much as you enjoy the indoors. Come visit us and we'll show you how much fun outside can be.
Thank you, Stephen. Russ?
I know.
Okay.
Russ McKeever, Connections Unlimited. I was a participant in the initial networking. I definitely am in support of it, and please join us next month. And we did, just so you know, we did walk around in a big circle with a map. All right. So if you feel like your computer network is going around in circles without a map, I've been around for a little bit and probably can point you in the right direction. All right. Russ McKeever, Connections Unlimited, computer networking for small business. Thank you.
Thank you, Russ.
Yes, good morning. My name is Andrew Lauro. I'm the owner of Prestige Audiovisual Technologies. Good morning and thank you for having me. My company, we service in-person audiovisual needs, pre-recorded material, virtual services, and hybrid events nationwide for companies, conferences, and hotels and convention centers. For those of you who don't know, what audiovisual needs are, it's like LCD projectors, screens, microphones, sound systems, staging, lighting, things of that nature. And then a hybrid event would be the split of the two between in-person audiovisual as well as virtual streaming. So if you or anyone you know has a need for our services, we could definitely help you out. We handle everything from pre-planning to post-production.
Very good. Welcome, Andrew.
Thank you.
With that being said, let's go to your buddy, Tom, and then Joanne Colella and Steve Rosen. Ooh, who's got the
guys? I'm Tom Colella. I'm the owner of Car Concierge Plus. Thanks for the plug. I have a lunch and learn next week where I will expose the secrets of car buying, but we're a nationwide car buying and leasing service. So pretty much the easiest way to think about it is anybody in the market for a car, new or pre-owned, or that wants to lease, they call us, they tell us what they're looking for. We find the car, shop it around to a bunch of different dealerships of the same make, and then we bring them the lowest price. It's guaranteed in writing, or we give them their money back. Excuse me, my 30-second, 20-second little soapbox is that you may have heard this, but like Stephen will attest to pool chlorine tablets right now and everybody else in real estate. The car market is in a flux like we haven't seen probably since the 60s. The market and the inventory for both new and pre-owned is at an all-time low in decades. So what I'm telling my clients is either pull the trigger and get something in the next 3 weeks, right after Memorial Day, and if not, wait until the late fall, because the inventory that is going to exist June, July, August, it's going to be an S show, and you're going to pay way more than you need to for any type of car. Everything from, you know, I just had a gentleman who had a Honda CRV lease. 3 years ago, he was paying $380. Now, yesterday, he had to pay $520, and he was an absolute shock for the same car. So the inventory is going to keep dwindling over the summer. So again, if you're in the market for a car, definitely get something in the next 2 to 3 weeks, or wait until October, November, when the world hopefully gets back to normal, the car world. Tom Palella, Car Concierge Plus.
Thank you, Tom. Just join us on the Lunch and Learn on the 25th so you can hear all about that. Okay, Joanne?
Good morning, it's Joanne Colella. I'm the owner of Colella Communications. I do copywriting and editing for all kinds of businesses and organizations. Like I said before, it's easy, at least for someone like me, to write good things when I have good things to write about. So I have certainly enjoyed writing about all the great things going on in the chamber and all of the businesses here. Certainly there is more than enough good news to go around. So if I can help you with any of your website content, press releases, anything like that, please give me a call. Joanne Colella, Colella Communications.
Thank you, Joanne.
Good morning, Steve Rosen, Jobs Done Right. So as everyone's been saying, it's absolutely gorgeous outside. Everyone should go outside and enjoy it, and send me all the work that they need to do so they can do that. Steve Rosen, Jobs Done Right, your local handyman.
Thank you, Steve. All right, next up we have Kerri Gazerwitz. We'll go to Mike and Gilda Healy and Dwayne Hunt.
Hey everyone, Kerri Gazerwitz from Bernicker, Eiger, and Lang. So everyone's taxes were due this past Monday. We're finally out of the woods here at Bernicker, Eiger, and Lang, but that doesn't mean that we can't help you at this time of the year. We help clients with their estimated tax payments. We help businesses with their bookkeeping and all of their tax and accounting needs. So anything you need, come to Bernicker, Eiger, and Lang.
Thank you, Kerri.
Go ahead, Mike, go.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Mike Healy. This is my wife, Gilda Healy, and together we are Healy Brokerage. Good referrals for us for this week, cyber liability and liability insurance for nonprofit. For cyber, you hear Russ and you hear Jim and you hear Natalie and you hear Kerri all talk about how important it is to protect your system. Well, even the best laid plans of mice and men go ugly. you would still want to have protection for that to make you whole. Honey can talk about nonprofit.
Okay, the nonprofit world is starting to come back after the pandemic. Those of you who sit on the board of a nonprofit, make sure you're covered for directors and officers liability and other things as well. Wonderful presentation this morning, ladies. You confirmed things that I thought I should be doing anyway. As far as insurance is concerned, make sure if you're paying and you're paying more than you used to, that you're getting value for your dollar. We tell that to everybody from Niagara Falls
To the shores of Cape May, we got you covered.
Good weekend, everybody.
Tilda and Mike Healy, Healy Brokerage.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike and Tilda.
Good morning, everybody. First of all, thank you very much to Mike and Gerry. Great presentation, and again, something that is quite needed, and I'm sure is going to go very far with this, not only this chamber, but outside the chamber. That being said, if some of the stress and aggravation that you are dealing with is because you're having trouble hearing, or maybe the words don't make sense anymore, just struggling to understand what's being said and what's happening around you, I would encourage you to reach out and give me a call. We do full comprehensive testing, consultation, diagnostics for your hearing concerns or questions, no charge, no obligation. So the worst thing that'll happen is we have a good face-to-face talk and you find out, do I have a problem or not? My name is Dwayne Hunt. I have the Miracle Air offices at Oakhurst and Freehold. My information is in the chat box, and I wish everyone a great week. Looking forward to some of the face-to-face meetings, and I'll see you all soon.
Thank you, Dwayne. Next up, Mark, Tara, and Joanne Gubitosi.
Good morning, gang. Gerry Majken, that was awesome. I mean, when it comes to health, you have to have a holistic approach to it, and mental and spiritual health is just as important as your physical and fiscal health, for sure. Mark Viggiani, I'm your full-time real estate professional. I'm with Berkshire Hathaway Fox Roach Home Services out of Homedale. I work throughout the state of New Jersey. I do not buy and sell, lease, rent real estate at any level. What I do is I build relationships and I achieve people's goals when there's a real estate need involved. So if you know anybody who has anything going on, any questions, just have a conversation with me. I've described the current market as a combination of bizarro world and the wild, wild west. And you need somebody with a lot of experience, a lot of patience, a lot of resources, somebody who's been constantly active to be able to navigate through this. So, you know, I'm that type of person, or if you have somebody like that, you know, that's what you need to make it in today's market. And again, that's at any level: residential, commercial, rental. It's a challenge. I love a challenge. So if anybody has a goal that's challenging, please give me a call.
Thank you, Mark.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Tara Demyanovich, owner of Outside the Box Gift. I combine a personal gift shopper service with a gift shop, and here's how that works. You tell me a little bit about your recipient, how much you want to spend in your budget, and I'll go out and shop till I drop, package with a purpose, creating a gift as memorable as you. I'll just show you a little bit today. You know what? We're going to focus on one gift. We've got many working on in here in the office, but this one in particular, Catherine Dwyer and her Allstate family has a baby shower coming up. So they all combined efforts and hired me to do an elephant-themed baby gift for a girl, Ilana. And I hand-painted the A here letter in the front. We've got a Barnes & Noble puppet, elephant puppet baby book, cute little slipper socks, a bunch of inspirational message, burp towels, and in the back is many other elephant themed blankets and hooded towels. And so that's our gift for Catherine. I want to thank her. I know she had a drop off, but thank you to everybody in the chamber that helped support my business. I try to support you as well, and that's what makes this chamber so awesome. Have a great Friday, everybody. Tara Demyanovich, Outside the Box Gifts.
Thank you, Tara.
Hi, everyone. Joanne Gubitosi with Touchstone Crystal by Swarovski. Sorry, this little guy, he's not going to bark if I hold him. So it's a jewelry line owned and operated by Swarovski. Looking for ladies who want some retail therapy. So I am doing patio parties now that the weather's getting nice. Deck parties. If the men want to get together and buy something for their wives, we could do a little beer and bling. We don't want to leave the men out, but I'm looking for anyone who does want to host a little fun get together, earn some free jewelry. If you don't want to earn some free jewelry, you could donate. I will donate the money to your charity or whatever you're raising money for. So, and I love to donate. So Paula and Jeremy, I would love to donate if you need more donations for your events. I love to donate to any events that are going on. So Joanne Gubitosi with Touchstone Crystal by Swarovski. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Thank you, Joanne. So next up, I have to go to the other screen. We're going to do Jim Roth. We'll go to Vitaly Vasa and Ann Dubon.
Good morning, everybody. Jim Roth from Rock Solid Tech Support, computer and network support for Windows and Mac at your home office or small business. I'm going to save Tom some hand waving, and that's it.
Thank you, Jim.
I know, Jim. Somebody's got to be the bad guy, Jim. I can't.
You're always the bad guy, Tom.
I know.
Vitaly, are you there? All right, let's go to Ann.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't realize Jim finished before he started.
Jim's done. Yeah.
So this is Mitali from CMIT Solutions. You're a small to medium-sized IT solutions provider. We specialize also in cloud solutions. Your data is your biggest asset. So any cloud backup that you're interested in, please do let me know. I can help you out with that. Have a good weekend. And Gerry and Majken, that was a very great presentation. Yes, mental illness 2020 was a big thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Mitali.
Good morning, Monmouth Regional Chamber and Dubon Murphy with Heartland Payment Systems. I partner with small business owners on everything for their payroll and merchant card processing needs. Gerry and Majken, thank you so much for that great presentation. We've got lots going on, and I'm honored to be working with Tara and Sherilyn with the Women in Business Committees. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. And next up is Craig Portis. I'm not sure if that's Chris Ann on the phone. I have to look up the number. Whoever's on the phone right now with the 8148 number, and then we'll go to Al.
Good morning, Craig Portis with NJ Advanced Media. We're the largest news media outlet in the state of New Jersey, and our flagship product of our whole company is NJ.com. All those people, my role is to turn all of the visitors, the site visitors, and the audience that we have into your customers for your business. And I too enjoyed the presentation about mental health, and our company has access to a lot of data, or just wellness, I should say, but mental health being a part of that. And so one of the things I do, and this is relevant to that conversation, is I can run a report. I just did it in less than 2 minutes to see, what are the largest areas of need for mental health and wellness or psychological help in Monmouth County. And I'll do the top 3. So Freehold, this is by zip code, Freehold, Englishtown, and Asbury Park. They have like hundreds of % higher rate of psychological distress in the last year than your average zip code in Monmouth County. So to piggyback on that, there's a big need out there for those services that this committee is going to be offering. And if there's any need for advertising to get to the people who are in need, I have the data to help put that message in front of the people who are in the most need. Thank you.
Thank you, Craig. So let's go to Al.
I don't know if you can see me, but I had to switch over to microphone. Can you hear me all right?
We can hear you fine, Al.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thanks again, Majken and Gerry. That was great. Health and wellness is also something I think about, because I can get you all the health insurance if it turns to that. If you want to relieve stress, or I can relieve the stress of finding the proper health insurance as well. And also for life insurance, you should always look into that. I use something else. Get mentally involved in something else. If something's bothering you, you kind of like break away from it. And then what I do is I am doing something else, and I have 3 or 4 other things to do. I'm never bored. So if that helps anybody, I hope it does. I also relieve stress by retirement planning. I'll be speaking on that at a lunch and learn. And other than that, I think I've covered everything else I have to cover. And everybody stay safe. Have a good day.
Excellent. And I believe, Al, your lunch and learn is Tuesday, June 8th, if I remember.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So look out for that one coming up. And I cannot believe this. We got through everybody and it's 9:16. If anyone who wants to throw in some testimonials, raise your hand okay, Jeremy.
So I mentioned it before, but Tara, thank you so much. If you could see this, it's a little blurry, but she put together a nice wellness basket with the stuff from that Kerri had donated from Avon. It's a little bit of a spa day package. She really does such amazing work. It's really well thought out. The placement and the aesthetics of everything are fantastic. She helped me put together a couple of baskets last year when my son was born and he was in the NICU for a couple of weeks. And we put together a couple of baskets for the NICU nurses and the regular maternity nurses. So she does fantastic work. So if you ever need some ideas on what to get somebody, something outside the box, give her a call.
Excellent. Excellent. I love this. Anybody else? Let's see. I can't see everybody. So
I'll jump into race. It's Mark.
Okay, go ahead.
Patrick put in the chat about their virtual networking. I had actually attended one so far. I would have attended the second one, but I just conflict of schedule. If it's good information, good stuff, good presentation. So if anybody's interested, definitely check out the chat and Patrick's link in there. Again, just last shout out to everybody who has worked and everybody so far who has given a donation, sponsorship, and is participating. Those who are going to, please pull the trigger and do it for the golf outing. This way we can move forward and really boost up the beacon. And then once we get the beacon super successful, we can move on to Athena and all the other stuff. Also, the membership committee, we're trying to do a lot of stuff moving forward into this year. Bonnie and I have been doing a lot of brainstorming. There's a lot of good stuff down the Pike, and we'll probably be looking for some help out there too. So that's pretty much it. Tara, those baskets are gorgeous. I'm going to actually distribute them this weekend. Thank you.
Oh, great. Thank
Awesome.
you, Mark.
And Paula, before I go to you, I just want to jump on Athena. The deadline that we have coming up is June 30th for all nominations. If you know of somebody that qualifies to be in Athena, ask them to get their nomination form as soon as possible so that we can review it and see if they need to do anything further to it before the June 30th deadline. So please help us out with that. So let's go to you, Paula, and then we'll go to Joanne.
I was just also going to give another shout out for the presentations that Investors Bank is now doing with Jeb Blount. They are fantastic. And they also have additional networking opportunities after those events. So it's a great opportunity. You know, we've really gotten a lot, not just out of those sessions, but out of the networking programs that they have after them. So Patrick, they're really good. So thank you.
Awesome. Joanne?
I was actually just going to jump on the reminder you gave about Athena, because I'm on the committee for that as well. And I know Ivy has said one of the biggest challenges apparently that nominees have historically is bragging about themselves enough. They're not comfortable with that. And this is an instance where we are encouraging everyone to brag as much as possible about everything that they've done to beef up their applications. And I've actually, let everyone know that if someone you know is thinking about filling out that application form and they're uncomfortable writing it and fleshing out their details, I'd be happy to volunteer and take a look at their information and help them fill out their narrative. So if that helps encourage anyone, please bear that in mind. I'll volunteer to do that.
Thank you, Joanne. That's awesome. All right, Dawn.
I just wanted to give out a shout out to Joanne. She's been helping me edit a lot of our posts and everything, and she's phenomenal. And like everything, I'm like, you can take your time on this. She gets back right away, and everything like is perfect. I'm super enjoying working with her. So thank you, Joanne.
Yay, excellent.
Can I jump on the Joanne bandwagon real quick?
Sure.
Okay. A lot of people do or don't know what Joanne does. This is a book that Joanne helped get published. I know it's blurry for a mutual friend. I don't know quite what you do, what magic you work, Joanne, but it's a really good book. And I know she does help a lot of people, and she's very talented, and she's definitely a big asset to the chamber for what she brings to us. So here's actual proof of some of what Joanne does.
Excellent. Thank you for showing that, Mark.
Wow, this is a good Friday. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to replay this video.
Oh, yes. I'm still recording. This is an amazing meeting. Tara?
Hi, I just wanted to thank Mark. He's done an amazing job selling a home to my son, Dan. And even though Dan's been in this house for a couple months, Mark still follows up. I mean, this is what makes the guy awesome in real estate. He says he follows what he actually tells you. It is the truth. I'm here to tell you that Mark will ask, how's the wedding going? How's Bowie? He remembers the name of the dog. It's just amazing. And he made the process so easy for Dan and Violet. And I'm so appreciative of the relationship that we have, of all the friendships in the chamber. And another shout out for Joanne with Touchstone. She's got such a generous heart, always makes it easy for me to do donations for the chamber events. And having such a quality piece of jewelry, and me being a shopper for it myself, I'm always picking out a favorite piece to be able to display and shine in all the products that I put together. And I own several amazing pieces, and they really hold up. And if for some reason you're unhappy, there's 100% guarantee back. So please support Joanne, who's a big supporter of our chamber.
Thank you.
Nice. Anybody else? All right. Well, thank you, everybody. This was a great meeting. Great to see everyone. Have a fabulous weekend. And don't forget, Tuesday, come with Car Concierge at the Lunch and Learn, 12 o'clock. And then next Friday, deep dive workshop for the kicking off the holiday weekend. Okay. Bye. Have a great one.
Happy Friday,
Have a great
everybody.
weekend, everybody.
Have a great weekend. Bye.
Great weekend. Stay well. Go out and sun yourself.
Everyone stay safe.
Glad to see you.